Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Zilla. Today we're going to be talking about the recent news that broke over in the UK, specifically in regards to the recent Internet Safety Act. This act will essentially require everyone to input their government information to access apps, websites, and media in general. Their big claim is that this is entirely for the protection of the children, which, that sounds like a noble cause. Keeping the children safe should definitely be priority number one. However, this bill isn't exactly what it's being laid out as. I mean, how many times have we heard the sentiment from our world leaders, oh, this is to keep the kids safe, or this is strictly for your guys' protection, when it in fact has a much larger issue at the root. Their big claim is that this will decrease, if not eliminate, the chances of minors accessing illicit websites or viewing content that isn't age appropriate. On the surface, that's a great thing. I mean, kids shouldn't be getting on those websites. However, I strongly believe that that's more of a parental thing to enforce and not a government battle. We certainly do have an issue with underage people being able to view things that they shouldn't. However, like I had previously stated, that's an issue that parents should be held accountable for. If your kid's going onto illicit websites and viewing or saying crazy ass shit online, and it's happening right in front of you, that's on you. This isn't a matter that the government should be forcing their hand into, though, because it's going to cause a ripple effect that goes much deeper than the surface level. Content that's considered inappropriate will be banned to people who either aren't 18 or who don't verify their information. They made it clear that other content aside from illicit content will be unviewable, though it's very vague. The Safety Act is also going to make it to where the sites and websites that don't enforce this new rule are going to face a huge fine. Apps such as X, Facebook, and Instagram have already implemented these new rules. From what I've read, if an app can't accurately find out its users' information, their account will practically be auto-censored from content that's deemed inappropriate by the government. And by inappropriate, this doesn't necessarily just mean lewd content. This also includes certain posts that could have edgier subjects, whether it be real shit that's going on or just internet jargon. The thing about this is it's a giant step in the wrong direction. I mean, one day we're having content censored because we don't want to have to put in our official information and have our faces scanned into apps. Then the next, we can't say shit online that could go against what the higher ups want us to say and think. I had actually just seen a video the other day by Legendary Drops that was kind of highlighting a similar subject to this. There was a group that was able to get Visa and MasterCard to meddle in the removal of certain games off of Steam that were considered subjectively inappropriate. If Steam hadn't obliged to their demands, then that would have not allowed their cards to be used on Steam. This would be a major problem since those two cards are what a majority of people use. I mean, really, look at the back of one of your debit or credit cards. It's probably a Visa or a MasterCard. The fact that all this is happening is quite insane, to be frank with you guys. Life isn't a squeaky clean thing, and so it shouldn't be treated as so. These safety acts aren't put into play to actually help. It's a form of control. Most people, though, won't even bat an eye at it. They'll go along until someday they realize they can't have a voice of their own. The fact that these apps are going to start requiring all of this information is insane to me, especially when apps constantly suffer data breaches. We just seen millions of users' information get leaked on the T app not even 2 weeks ago, and now the UK is enforcing this crazy ass internet law. Who's to say that our private information that we wouldn't want to get out, such as ID numbers and social security, wouldn't have a much higher risk of being breached? I feel like all this will end up doing is making more issues than what they quote unquote want to protect us from. Unfortunately, at this time, we're in a weird spot in the internet space. A lot of people aren't allowed to voice their opinions without pretty much being crucified for it. At this rate, the internet is going to be an entirely different beast in the next 2 to 5 years. Just in the time since I was a young teen, the internet has gotten tremendously worse. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date with future content. Before you go, don't forget to leave a comment down below voicing your opinion on the subject. I'm always interested to hear what you guys have to say about the subjects in the videos. As always, I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.